Legends! What's going on? Give me 1 second. I'm just going to turn on this. Crack the music from last night. Kicking it straight off from where we left off last night. 2 nights in a row. Yeah, that's right. I'm enjoying myself. It's good for my hand. It's good for the progress of the models. It's good for you guys because I know you guys love watching me. Forrester, I always fuck it up. Forrester, good to see you in here, mate. Aussie Sapper, good to see you. How do you go? Good to see you. I'll send a black metal playlist. Hey, look, if you guys put a link up and I click on it, we'll listen to it. If it's shit, I'll just click back and go something else. So please do. If you want to listen to something specific, link it. Look, they mute it after the fact, so anyone watching the live stream gets to enjoy it. Anyone watching after the fact misses out on a bit. YouTube mutes most of it, but we'll just see how it goes. So this evening, we're going to have a look at a couple of things. I'm thinking of continuing on with the same model we were doing last night. Obviously, the backpack is done, so we don't really need to do that. Can I get a... Oh, yeah? Yes, you can. Alright, let's go. Jamiroquai for the win. Alright, guys, so as I zoom in on my deck, thankfully the desk is right there. So, last night, Mr. Forrester gave us this piece to paint, so we painted that one. I'm not sure if you were here for the whole thing, Mr. Forrester, but that's where we got up to. Same wood. Same wood. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, so this evening, multi-melter or the guy. The multi-melter has already had a layer of paint put on it. Very, very basic, as you can see. But it's one of those things that we can sort of really super focus on getting this really nice. Or we can just go desk and pinner shot, same wood. Or we can look at getting some color onto this bad boy and actually making him pop a bit. And then if we do that, we're, you know, a long ways forward from, you know, where we started. So, any recommendations for where we go? Otherwise, I'm just going to go and do what I want. What was I going to say? There's a couple characters here that are unpainted. So here's an old scout from way back in 1997. Backpack. What kind? I would have badly painted the whole figure in the time he painted the backpack. Well, that's it. It takes a long time, but you've got to be patient with this stuff. Otherwise, it looks really, really nasty. And I think that's probably one of the most attentive paints I've ever done. So, what faction? Look, man, I got shit from everywhere. I've got Iron Warriors. I got freaking Dreadnoughts here from freaking Khan Betrayers. What do you want to call them? I've got Fabius Bile here. I've got an Ultramarine here. I think somewhere I've got a Dark Angel. I bought more paints today. I know that's probably the gayest thing you've seen today, but anyway. What did we get? I got 3 paints. So yesterday we had a bit of a depressing moment when I realised my testicle pink was cooked. So we got another tentacle pink. So they don't have the same Iron Wolves, Blood Angels, Imperial Fists. Oh, nice, man. So my tentacle pink is been replaced with a new color. The ice blue that was dead yesterday that we couldn't use for that highlighting has been replaced. So I have that now. These are $11 a pop. So Disturbed Inside the Fire. Link it up if you want to hear shit. Link them up, guys. And also Blood Angels. So this is, I think it's just something now. It's a Caliban green. So we're getting there. We're getting a collection of paints. I'm going to bankrupt myself doing this, but who cares? We're having fun, right? Is freaking Universal one? Or do we need to provide the translation? What? Alright, I don't see anyone saying what they want me to paint, so I'm just going to choose. Yeah, I'm just going to make sure I didn't miss it. No one said anything, so alright, fine. I don't know why my redemptions aren't working. The backpack turned out real nice. Left leg. Really, Lizzie? Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm really proud of what I did, was able to do to this. in the time, and with the paints specifically, like the paints. So everyone's saying like leg and head and stuff. So we'll just do the body. So let's do the body. Give us head. You want head? All right. There's some head for you. That actually is kept it reasonably focused. Look at that. All right, cool. So we're focused all the way to there. So let's keep that going. If it goes out of focus, what are the choices today? So multi-melter or character. So we can either do fine detail on the multi-melter, fixing up other things. Like this is where I left off painting this probably 20 years ago, give or take. The fact that I've done different like really fine details in this would suggest to me that I maybe came back and painted a little bit of this and then got bored. So maybe 15 years ago. But we can really clean this up, make this look pretty, or we can start painting this and get into some of the body and get that chucked away. So, or we can do his arm. I'm gonna link that with just like we can do his arm and then we make another choice, so we can do his body or his multi-melter. So quick answers are good answers, guys. Forrester, you can make the answer if you like. These are for other streams because I've got to undercoat these again, and there's still little bits of paint on them, so I'm not going to do those. Melter? Ooh, all right, cool. Melter it is. All right, the arm, then arm. All right, melter then arm. All right, so what I'm going to do with this, though, that's kind of what I was doing. I was just like, you know what, Rexy can make that choice because he's the badass with the support. So, all right, so multi-melter. I'm kind of thinking we can fix up a lot of the lack of detail in this bad boy before we even touch any of the ultramarine blue. I can't touch red. They didn't have any Blood Angels red today, so I've got to get that sorted out. Blood covered. So I have to think about what I'm going to do here. The screen, you can't see the screen there, but it's a very, very basic green and looks like I've put like little yellow dots on it. So I'm going to have to fix that up as well because it's just like one plain color, so it looks pretty average. Look, I mean, the red on the gun isn't terrible. I do really like where I was going with that, but I might have to just put some buttons and some stuff on it and then really bring out the heat sinks through this as well. And then I want to really focus on the cables because they're sort of really sick. I reckon maybe some brass through all that metal because I really like the effect the brass had. If you have a look back to this, if you have the brass little nodules on this little circular part here, so they came out really sick. So I'm thinking we should probably try to work with some brass a bit more, even if it's just for little bits. So let's go. And how is the light hitting this bad boy? So the way the light hits the tip is sort of where I need to focus on how I'm going to color it. I think I'm going to change this to black because silver isn't a color that you use for screens or anything. They're all black, and I mean, I think that's a good place to start. Just got in. So super, super, super fine. Just let me know if I start putting paints in front of the job again like I did last night. Did you end up passing out, Rexy, or did you have to go to work? Last night, sorry. Had to go back to work. You're at work now. Oh, quick. Is your shirt Anatomy Park? Yes, it is Anatomy Park. Yeah. Another one of the brilliant shirts Ali's bought me. She buys me such good stuff. Yeah, here's the money stroke. Did I really say here's the money stroke? 2.5 is gonna be on that like fucking water and rice. He's like, what? I heard my name? What? Got it. So there was about a millimeter gap through there I had to get a stroke on. I gotta stop saying that, it's fucking terrible. Jesus. Okay. It's doing that thing where the tip's going all forky. Show me Morty's! Is Morty in this? I don't think there's any Morty on here. It's just like those little, like the bacteria looking things. I got a bit tired last night and I started saying weird stuff in the songs. Hello humanity! What's going on, man? Good to see ya. How you doing? It's good to see you again, Chris. Hope you're doing well, brother. Don't know if we should leave the back of this silver. What? Great to see you, good sir. How have you been? Been really good. I mean, I had a really shit day today, but being on stream with you guys, it's just made me forget all about it. But in general, really good. I'm healing quite well. You know, I'm enjoying some things again, which is really nice. And we have ads. I do apologize for that, guys. So yeah, and you know, the big thing is being back on stream, and it was really good. How was your hand feeling after stream? Fine. You know what really was hurting? It was like this part of my vision on both sides from these lights is just, I don't know if you can see how bad that. It's super bright. So that was one of those things that was just a bit unused to it. A bit there's a word for it that I can't think of right now. Alright, so we put that black around that box. I don't know if you can see. So that screen is black now instead of silver, and I've left the back of it silver so it sort of pops. The hinge is still silver. Nids kind of guy. Oh, really? Nice, man. I've got, dude, we got Ultramarines banging. We got some Chaos bad boys here from way back ago. I got lots of stuff. I just go like, ooh, that looks pretty, and here's the project for once we get good. We got the Keeper of Secrets to do. So this bad boy, once I get good again, we'll go again. Here's what I did last night. That was all white when we started, and it's just his backpack. I don't know how it looks on stream, but I picked my own work to pieces, so it is huge. I'm like, oh, this is gonna take me forever. I'm just trying to see if there's any more black stuff I can do. I know what I want to do. I want to use this black to wash through the middle of those pipes, because they look really white through the gaps, and that looks shit. So what I mean is in here, if you can see where my fingernail is there, see that white in the between there? I want to get rid of that. Clear as day. Camera's mint. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, this is my wife's Sony Cybershot. She was using it for fitness. Not fitness stuff. We were doing Saturday stuff when she was doing training with that. And we stopped doing Saturdays, so she was like, well, there goes that. So it sat on the shelf for a couple of years, I think. And I finally just commandeered it the other day. I was like, I wonder if this will work on stream. And it's just like, when we bought the camera, the software wasn't there. They were just like, nah, This is not a streaming camera. And now it's just like, we have new software that allows you to stream with this camera. Like, yeah. So streaming has begun. Yeah. Ever thought of getting an airbrush? I contemplated it for this, but it's not. Airbrushing is really good for like big stuff. Like, I mean, it'd be great for the Keeper of Secrets if you're good at it, and that's the big thing. The big if for me, like airbrushing, you gotta be good, and I am not good at airbrushing. What is this song? I keep worrying I'm moving the figure like into some really weird spot. And you guys are just like, the fuck is he doing now? What is this song? Fucking high. How's the family, Seb? Is everyone going good? I hope you guys are all doing sweet over there. It may have been a random left of field check-in, but it is what it is. My brain's pretty random. How long have you been painting for, Humanity? Get this nice and split as well. So at the moment I'm just going through all this. So there's a lot of dry brushing that some wanker did back in the day that sort of took all the detail off of this quite a lot. And it looks bad. So I know this is the side no one's going to see, but that doesn't matter to me. I really want to have a nice split of detail through this figure. How good was the original Godzilla, eh? With the one with Nathan Broderick? And he just like walks up to it at the end and just like puts his hand on it and it's just like dies. 40k fan for 17 years. Fuck yeah, dude. This is gonna blow your mind. The last time I touched a paintbrush from yesterday was 20 years ago. It was 2005. That was the last time I touched a paintbrush. So all my stuff that I've got is over 20 years old. My paints were all fucking dry, except a few that were still pretty mint. But I haven't been painting for the longest time. Let's see you FIFO from. No, that hose already looks fucking way better. So just by darkening down that shit job of dry brushing I did, I really made that through there actually look like a hose again instead of looking like fucking a clump of silver. So that's better. Not perfect, but better. Took the contagious. Alright. Good dexterity practice. Exactly, get it, mate. Yeah, it's kind of what I was like thinking with this. I'm like, hey, I really want to get back into it, and it's like perfect timing is to getting the fine motor skills, because I'm like, that's really it. Like, I can't get see like that movement. Shut up. I can't get back much at all yet. So this was good. Go! Wake me up before you go. How you doing tonight? I want to say hi. So yeah, I've got a lot of work to do on the wrist, so it'll be good. Thank you so much for that raid last night, Legend. That was so nice. I went in and told my wife afterwards. It was like, I got raided last night. It was fucking nice. It was super epic. Thank you for supporting, man. I appreciate you. So I'm going to go over this screen in my new Dark Angels green screen, even though it's called Caliban Green now, just for, reasons. It also means we might be able to put a better color through these cables. I've put some models in your artwork section for you to see. Oh, you have? Thanks, man. I'll check that out. Can I check that out now, guys? I really want to have a look. So I'm going to go to my Discord and actually suss out what GoGo's put in here. I won't put them on stream in the artwork section. Oh, yeah. Sick. Dude, that is a fucking epic model. I love that. What is that? That's a new model, isn't it? Or is that a custom? Did you make that yourself? Boom, just some stuff I've been working on. Some Dark Angels and... Dude, Dark Angels. Oh, my old stuff. Bear with me. I'm going to show you guys some of my old stuff from 25 years ago. Bear with me.
Smart meal. Get a cheeseburger, small fries and soft drink, and your choice of side for just $6.95. Perfect for cheeseburger buffs, nug enthusiasts, Sunday stands, or chicken and cheese fiends. Available every day from 10:30 a.m. to midnight at participating restaurants. Excludes McDelivery.
Fresh off the grill. The newest music, just for you. Fresh Hits by Dexter. Listen now on Spotify.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to... Whew. You get a space bar. S-O space bar. We'll get there one day, good. We'll get there one day. Alright, so here's my case. It has been opened very few times in the last many years. I only found it a couple of years ago. I was like, oh my god, I've got figurines in here. They look good though, man. Like, before I start showing my shit, I'm gonna continue looking at your stuff. I felt like they look great though. They look good, man. I look forward to seeing them finished, GoGo. Check this out. Not to keep you waiting. Alright, so I remembered the other day that there's a second layer to this, because I'm like, I remember having more characters than this. But this is a little bit of story time. So this was the last model I painted before I stopped painting. This is I think he's a Chaos Sorcerer. Zoom out. Really? Is that better? Like zoom out all the way or just zoom out in general? So that's this is one of the ones I was doing minimalistic coats. So I was telling people that they spend too much time on their coats. They just need to be really minimalistic with it and just work on the shading and just the light highlighting. And I realized that coat just was banging. It was just such a dark. Is that good there, Forrester, or just a little bit more? Fire. I never had an orange paint, not once ever. So this was literally just red blended with yellow that I worked up. There's a big chunk missing because it's been a long time, but even the blue on the gun, I spent a long time on that because I was just really getting into highlighting. And then just lots of little stuff on this one that I just went that extra mile, just like putting a bit of blue on here. And I feel like now as a fully grown adult, I'm a bit more attentive to how things should go. So that's one of my definite favorites. I'll get to why you mentioned something. I use a wet palette to mix paints and thin paints. Yeah, you know, I didn't even know what that was until yesterday. KB was like, tell me you've got a wet palette. I'm like, the fuck's a wet palette? Here's a custom one I made back in the day. It's a one of my Iron Warriors holding onto a Space Marine, and he's got guts and shit hanging out at the bottom, which you can really see. So a little bit less detail on this one. I think I just wanted to get it done to make it look good. Pretty average cross hatching here, but as is with the Iron Warriors. I did a custom. This is a Warhammer model, but I just saw him and I'm like, I have to make this guy. He originally was mounted on a horse. I believe he was horse mounted, because yeah, this base was for, I think it was for a horse. I can't remember, but same again, minimalistic with the coat. I think too minimalistic for the coat. It was pretty meh. The sword. So once again, just the soul on the sword. Once again, not my best one, but it's sort of just like minimal, and it looks alright. Don't even know who that is, but I like it. One of the guys you're painting with the scythe. I think I just got caught up in just small things with these guys. Making the blade, I really tried to make these blades highlighting stand out, but I think I missed it a bit. So these are all pewter, by the way. These are the metal characters, not plastic. But I think there's a lot of lost opportunity on this guy to do a lot of more detail. Then there's my entry to White Dwarf. So this bad guy here got me a little bit of fame back in the day. He's had a lot of damage. We've been kicking around for a lot of years. So I entered a painting competition and did the Abaddon. Hello! G'day, Rom. So it was mainly the sword work on this guy that got me the attention. Everyone couldn't believe how nice the sword looked back in the day. We're talking like 1997. And I was like, what'd I do? So that's this bad boy. I feel like I could do a lot better now, to be perfectly honest with you. But it was just luck, I think. I have the stream up on my work computer, and what a difference compared to my large phone screen. Do I look handsome, or do I look all ugly now? So that's my Abaddon. Is that Abaddon? But I even got his eye okay. There is one guy in here that actually has an eye that follows you around the room. I'll show you guys that in a minute. I bought this demon from a kid in high school. Yes, I bought this from a kid in high school, and I stripped it down and repainted it. So this is a redo. Actually, I think this is a twice redo. So that one, this was when Doom 3 released on PC. I got this bad boy and I was like, yes! And the skulls were so, I spent heaps of time, that bitch ain't Sauron. So I spent heaps of time on like the skull work on it. There's big chunks broken off of this one here. But like this sword it's like completely gold, and then I went over it with like a ultramarine blue, and then just like faded it out to like ice blue. And so you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but there's the gold writing inside the sword is completely crystal clear, and it looks fucking just mint. I spent so long on his horns that the paint was so thick by the end of it. You can literally see, you can see here, it's just cracking off because it's so thick. So this is a neat character. I actually had to scrub him in methylated spirits to get him to look that nice, to be able to paint him again. That's shit, I'm not going to show you guys that. Okay, so that's pretty much the Chaos section. I only ever painted for pleasure. I didn't actually play the game, so here is the one I was talking about. So Go-Go. This is... Oh no, his arm's broken off. Shit. So back in the day, you couldn't get the faction leader for Dark Angels. You had to make him. And I made that. So he used to have no helmet. So I had to actually make the... what's he called? The... Like Mornis Calgar for Ultramarines.
At Coles, find everything you need for back to school.
But
Like half price
he used to have like a little dude that was walking around with him.
250 ml six-pack, now just
But if you can
$6.
see
Back to school is sorted.
on this side of the helmet, because there was a guy holding his helmet who walked around with him. So this head is completely glued on. This is not a one-piece model. You can actually see through it. I don't know if you can catch that, but no, you can't see through it. So right there, you can see the gap in the helmet and the body. And on this side, so this side, the highlighting for the wings looks really sick. But if you have a look at the other side, you can see where I actually had to make it out of, through here it looks a bit rough. I had to make that out of putty. So, and the back of the helmet looks really rough because I had to cut, you can't see it, but I had to cut out all of this section here because it was this little dude's arm and actually make it. It looks pretty average detail wise because I just wanted to do that to actually have that character, because back then you just couldn't have that character, so I made it because I'm just a stubborn bastard. And then things start getting weird. So I would like to claim that this is mine. This is not mine. This character was made for me for my birthday by a really dear friend of mine who later passed away from leukemia. So this is a one of a kind. All of these models that this guy did were lost in a fire in the 2020 fires that we had. So this is the only model in existence of his, and the detail is just next level. If you have a look at just the way he paints this shit, just pretty cool. Then there's see if I can find the guy with the eye. Here he is. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it. He's just a Tech Marine. But if you have a look at his eye, I don't know if you guys can see it. But I just nailed this. I remember running out of the room as a kid and going, Dad, look at this, look at this. He's like, what? I said, I painted that and the eye follows you around the room. And he's like, what do you mean? Like, look at this motherfucker. That eye. Anyway, that's all that's special about that for me. And then I think we've got some Terminators. A little munted dude. He was a 1 point guy that you just have on there, and everyone would think he would be terrain, like just looked like a normal character that would just be munted. But then when you get close to him, when you were in like a 1 meter proximity to him, he could do full damage to you, but to kill him you'd only have to roll a 1. And they were like, that's cool. There's actually a date on this. This is 1991, if you can see that on there. Terminator. This is when I was going through my perfectionism. I was trying to get these guys to just look really, really pretty and really how they're supposed to be in the book. And without any highlighting, because I was only really young doing this. So, yeah. I don't think I've got anything else in here that's special. One of those. I don't remember repainting that, but it looks like I've repainted that as an adult, because that's got a bunch of detail on it. Yeah. I do actually have a full Terminator squad in here, of just like all the old pewter ones. I remember this killed me painting these bad boys. Just each one is just like, there's a few of them that are just identical. I'm like, oh my god. Because I think I did want to play for a little bit. So I was just like, I'm going to do a full squad of these bad guys. Here we go with the claws. So, Cypher was still just a sperm. You'll like this one, How to Be God. This character's flipping you off. See that? There you go. Should be able to see that now. This is like, yeah! Lightning claws are so cool on Terminators. They are. I made them red. Yo! Somebody stand! Thank you very much, Blue Wolf, for those up! 54 months in a row. Ooh, you're so close to that 60. I can taste it. Thank you for being here, man. Yeah, look at these tiny, man. Yeah, they are so tiny. These are just a little reminiscing period here, just for the lols. Did you catch this bad boy, Blue Wolf? It's one of my Chaos bad boys. I don't know what this gun is off. I think it's a Ultramarine gun that I've made look like it's Chaos by just putting little circles and shit through it, making it look like souls. Weird, but something I did. Tubby Wobbs! Yo! Hey buddy. So I've got some cool figures here that I completely forgot even existed, to be perfectly honest. For the longest time. Whoa, for the longest time. But I think we're going to be making a lot nicer stuff going forward. Oh, so I'm going to keep them in this room. Alright, reminiscing over. Howdy. You were not 4 in 91. What was I in 91? 5, 6, 5. What was 5? Hextrad Soup! How you doing, buddy? Welcome. Alright, so now I've done all that reminiscing, I've completely forgotten where we were on this one. My hand's doing really well. Thanks for asking, buddy. I have to use this camera so you can see. So that's the scar from surgery, which is super clean. I've still got a fair bit of information if you have a look. You can see this fold here. There's just quite a fair bit of information, and through the front of my wrist it's all quite fat through here still. I'm not fat, I'm just swollen. You were born in 80? Fuck. Well, you've already passed the 40 mark, so don't stress. I'm an 86 kid, so that's fucking running at me real quick. Fit. So I'm doing alright. I got some good movement in the hand as far as comparatively. That's about where I'm at. So it's not great. I feel old now. Yeah, you know what? And it sort of rings pretty true with a lot of stuff a lot of people talk about. You are only as old as you care to be. So, I'm not saying age is just a number, because I'm not a retard. But what I am saying is, you are as old as you feel. So, you know, if you want to get, yeah, good. I feel old and I'm only 27 this year. Yeah, I see. Some days I wake up and I feel like 80, and I'm just like, fuck, I gotta move. And then other days I'm like, I'm fucking 18 again, let's fucking go. You know, it just depends. If it's a good day, you can feel really good. If it's a shit day, you can feel really shit. I think that's pretty fair. Alright, so moving on. I don't want to do the base of this brown, but I don't want to do it black either. Let's just do some of the little buttonies first. Where's that freaking sick ass Here is this copper. This copper I like. I really like this copper. It's nice. Oh, you went out and talked to a teacher you had 16 years ago? Fuck, man. That would have been a trip out, eh? Real trip out. How's Mr. Blue Wolf? How is what's it called? War Thunder treating you, man? Has the snail been smiling upon thee today? If you've even been playing? I don't know if you have or haven't. I should have done silver before I did this, but meh. I'm just gonna screw around with some stuff and see what looks good. You guys see that? Yeah, I see that. I'm potting the freaking stream again. Cool. Yesterday we put this copper through, and it just fucking bored out all that metal area. And I think that's really gonna be something that looks fucking trick on this thing. We should stop making it look so black and silver and just give it some depth. I'm literally painting with a fork again, which is fantastic. Really? How old is he, Hardby God? A fellow War Thunder hero. Yeah, Tubby, I'm into War Thunder, man. I'm not into ground anymore. I've sort of decided that I suck at it. I've played World of Tanks for so long with ground that I'm like, I think it's broken me for the playability of it. But air, oh, I love air battles. Oh, I wonder if they got the Scream album. Do you guys remember the Scream album? Cyberpunk Red minis are fun. Do they even exist? I didn't even know they existed. Are they, what are they, that's like main characters or just like random jobbers or? I don't know if I like that. I don't think I do. I think it just looks too brass. There's too many brass knobs. Again, we're fucking painting with a fork. There we go, brass knob on there. No, maybe it doesn't look too shit. I think I'm just being super critical. Whoever's on that drum in the background needs to be smacked. No, this paintbrush is too flaky. Scream, like Scream. The original Scream. I just got my first plane, the German bomber from the past. Oh yeah. Is that, what BR is that? I've been a Soli Brown player. Tubbs, you've been missing out, man. Planes is where it's at. Knobs. Did I giggle to that too? A bit of both from what I get. Same universe as Cyberpunk, set in Night City, like 2030s before the game. It's a D&D style game. Oh, okay. 6.0. Sick, man. Like 5.7 and 6.0, I think, in my opinion, is like where the game is nice. I've played Jets and I'm just like, yeah. I've got a jet and I'm just like, I'm not into it yet. I think that's the big thing though, I'm not into it. More paint required. Asian lovers. Undercover. I'm gonna change this to the Scream. Pretty sure it's the original Scream album. See if I can't find it. Scream? I don't think they have it. Is this people? Podcasts? No. No, they don't have it. Albums. Yeah, not a thing. I'm going to go back to this though because that was just a sick thing. Anyone wants to change it up, you're going to have to link it up. 7-7 is so fucking fun to play, genuinely. See, 7-7's sort of hurting me at the moment, so I'm just a bit put off by that. It's definitely BR212. Yeah, okay, fair enough. When do you go back to work? That's a very good question, man. We don't even know. Because I've got... Because I'm a mechanic, I can't use my wrist for any strength. So I can't twist with it, I can't pick things up with it, I can't lift things, and I can't push things. So, by the time that's better, I have a shoulder reconstruction. So, a while. Low BR realistic ground is my favourite, mostly because I don't have high BR stuff yet. That's fair to 5. You love riding and driving around. Oh, and Cyberpunk, yeah. I have left paint on my brush while I was talking, because I'm dumb. So that was good. Shut up and paint. My favorite is like low BR planes, air realistic, because it's just, I feel like it's just, even if you're lagging your brains out, I mean, not too much, but you can still have a good match. You don't have to be, you know, on the American internet to have a fucking blinder. Like I've had 6 kills in air battles before, and it's been like, fuck yeah, I feel like an absolute badass. I don't know how this feels, but a little bit of brass around the thing. Everybody wanna run. Scream soundtrack via YouTube. You should have rickrolled me. You could still rickroll me. I find the YouTube ones are explicitly illegal, but we'll see how we go. I'll just pause this. I'm gonna open this and it should open up a new window. Did that open that through fucking... No, I opened it through stupidity. Let's do this. I'm just going to minimize the screen for 1 second. I'm going to copy this. Can you let me copy it? Let me copy it. If you didn't rickroll me, I'll be surprised. Oh, sweet. Oh, that works. Alright, we got some ads. Lots of ads. Might be a sec, guys. I'm not sure how loud this is going to be. Apparently not too loud. He could have said so many things and just fucked with me. Could have sounded less like a big wang and be like, I'm going to come up on the stream, so it would have been funny. I still would have been like, what the fuck, bro? Is this music from the motion picture? I meant like the actual album. Yeah, I feel like this is music from the motion picture. Complete motion. Yeah, it's the score from the motion picture. It's not actually the music. Yeah. Nope. Not what we're looking for. The album, not the music from the motion picture. Different. My bad. Yeah. It's all good. We got it sorted, man. We got it sorted. Buttons. Buttons are... I got some buttons here on the multi-nodder. Yeah, I'm gonna keep dropping that. I reckon we make these black to make this pop out a bit. I'm gonna make this black as well, and this black as well. And this little fella here black. This was my favorite song growing up. It was just a song that me and my band played all the time, and it was super fucking good. And it was just like the drop was just so nice. It was so easy on a bass guitar too. Try again. Playlist? Are you rickrolling me this time? It won't be funny if you have. Just that. There we go, that's breaking that up heaps. So yeah, Forrester, to answer your previous question, I don't know, man. I don't know. When they let me. That's looking better.
Sounds like the Beach Days Make Me Hungry Macca's Run. Featuring the return of the
You go to the beach and you're gonna have Macca's from the beach. You didn't try hard enough. You need ice cream when you're coming back from the beach.
10:30 a.m. for a limited time.
Elevate your style with OPSM Vision Plan. OPSM's Vision Plan makes luxury eyewear accessible. Get 3 glasses in 3 years for 1 monthly fee with extra benefits and special discounts. Feel confident, look your best, starting at just $7 per week. Starting price references single vision base plan. See website for further exclusions and T's and C's. Visit a participating OPSM store today and choose your OPSM Vision Plan. OPSM, all about your eyes.
How do you turn an average holiday rental into a stays? Picture a holiday rental with a host who's showing you every room like you've never seen a house before. Now, get rid of them. There you go. No host, ever. Now it's a stays. Make it a stays.
Alright. Starting to get a bit more detail on this bad boy, which is nice. You promised it's safe. Alright, well, I'll take your word for it. You promised. Let's fix these up before they start rolling down the bench. Alright. Boop. Soundtrack. Yes, that's the one. It's got a bit of different music in it.
Coles, snag savings on barbecue faves.
It's loud.
Entertain the masses with any
They definitely don't adhere to the
sausages. 550 grams for just $10.
the consumer
That's 63
terms
cents
and
a
conditions
sausage.
for
Summer tastes great.
advertising
Great
on
value
YouTube,
hands
do they?
down
They're
at
definitely
Coles.
louder. That's the one. Bring it down just a bit. It's totally not a giant wang. That's good. Thanks, man. This is a good soundtrack. Now, alright, got some detail coming up on there. The multi. Let's get some silver in there. Now they've already done. It's already been bolt gunned. So we just do some highlighting through that mithril silver, which is not mithril silver anymore. It's now called Ironbreaker. I gotta be careful though, because there's a dead spot in the color here where I didn't actually put any ultramarine blue back in the day that I should have, and that means that's gonna make that look really, really bad. So let's get some Calgar in there. Calgar? Macragge. It's the Macragge. I was like, you see me trying to shake with my wrist then? I'm like, oh yeah. Is that music too loud, guys? It's funny how like the soundtracks for movies back in the 90s were just different, you know? I got that. I didn't think I would, but I did. While I'm here, maybe we'll just go over some of this. Make it a little bit less shit. If I can. Did that not get any water on it? Yeah, I need to go over that with the dark blue again. That's just, nah. There's no shading in there at all. Before I waste my time on that. I heard the yeah, perfectly fine, so no. Thanks. The emo and other crap from 2006 is now old as the 80s. Like the 80s from the early 2000s. Was when we were growing up. Ah, yeah, I get you. Alright, let's highlight. That's what I was going to do with the silver, which I didn't do. Beautiful bright silver, whatever it is. Here's our fork paintbrush again. Oh, it's got blue in it still, that's cool. Is this Madonna? This sounds like Madonna. Bird brain. It sounds like Madonna. Alright, let's do some highlighting of the connections. Not so much around the hoses because we're still going to do them. And I have a feeling they'll need to come back a bit. And there's some more paint that needs to be done up through there. So let's just do... whisper to a scream. Definitely need a new super fine paintbrush. This one's just not happening. Oh, okay, Gwen. Tonight we're doing the multi-melter. So, already painted, so it's not as fresh and easy as the backpack was, but a little bit faster because you don't have to worry about all the extra little shit. And same as last night. Yes, I am doing the backside that no one sees because I'll know I didn't do it. And in the event that someone does go, oh yeah, we're gonna have a look on the backside here, and they're like, ha, you didn't even paint the back. And you're like, fuck. That's right, fuckhead, I didn't. Because all these old metal ones, they don't have any detail in the back either. Once they connect up, you can't see anything because it's all connected to the guy's body, so. This can probably all be highlighted up at the junction. Spot here. So again, no one is ever going to see this. Except I'll know. And that's not good enough. Okay.
Take a little walk to the edge of town and go across the track where the viaduct looms like a bird of doom as it should and crack. Where secrets lie in the border fires and the humming wires. Yeah, man, you know you're never coming back. Across the square, across the bridge, across the lanes, across the
That's a small gun. I don't know why the multi-matter? It's a multi-melter. It's like a, fires a ball of plasma and it's just like, watch multi-melter gameplay, Space Marine 2, to give you a good idea. You know, Terminator. Tomater, like tomato, without the t. Oh, Jesus. I'm a fucking child. So I can't do red because my blood red is fucked. So there's not much I can really do for the gun other than putting a bit more spices on it. Now, the tips of the multi-melter. Do we want to leave them like this and just sort of make them look nice shiny silver? Or do we want to make them look like they're hot or melted? What are we thinking? I'm going to go over that screen with just that dark angles though, because that's considering that white is like things. This music is like something out of Papa's Frizeria. What is that? I don't know what that is, man. Papa Frizeria. So I've done the screen. I don't know if it's you can see the screen. It's hard to view. There we go. Got it up there a little bit. The tips of the multimatter. Did we decide what we're going to do with that? I don't think I saw anyone say anything. Oh look, you can see me scratch my ass. Alright. Let's... What are we doing? Alright. So, for me, time to move the camera a little. Lol. Away from my junk. Has it? It's focused on my junk? Yes, it has. How did it even become a thing? It's because it's like... I don't know, if we zoom it down, the problem is when I pick my stuff up, it's... Yeah. Doesn't cover as good. So I mean, what I can do is I just move in a bit, and that fixes that. Should be able to see too much of my junk. Twitch thought bot cam meta. Yeah. Alright guys, you wanna see me wear my ass? I got my ass. Oh, this is a cool version of this. Don't Fear the Reaper. Alright, so I mean, multi-welt is a hard one for the tips because a lot of the time they're really, you know, it is. So much for your dots. Yeah, no, they were from the other day. So what I did with the dots, this was like this. Excuse my arm. And then that. Very hard doing this backwards. So this is how I had it, and then I zoomed it in. And those dots were to sort of get a good picture, but the problem is I started painting yesterday and I was painting like this. So when I'm painting, you can't see me painting, so. And then if I bring it up, what it does is you see all my shit. So here's good because, oh no. Give it a moment. It cracked the shits. There we go, we're back. Okay. So it's like, fucking play with me, boy. So now when I paint, I can at least paint up here. So, and that way we get like lots of detail on it. So if it's doing that, it means that it's probably running low on battery. If it cuts out a couple of times, we might just have to kill it. But we'll see how we go. Alright, so I've watched some random streams and they're like a top-down view from painting and arts and crafts type streams. Yeah, I've seen that, and my problem is that when I paint over the top of my model. So, for you'd get a really good view of the top of my head. So, I think that whilst it'd be probably good for viewing the model, it'd be pretty shit for you guys because all you'll see is my head. But I mean, hey, I'm more than willing to try. We can try. Set it up. It gives me a different perspective. What am I doing with this again? Oh, yeah. I feel like the tips of these guns would be super fucking dirty. Gotta love that cello. Or maybe a large difference in the two screens.
Looks like you're on YouTube.
Not that we don't love watching all your facial expressions, but watching a bigger screen makes me want a bigger view of what you're painting. Yeah, no, I see. That's the only reason I didn't do it, is because I was like, originally I had me up in the top corner, like I used to do, and then like a big thing, but the screens were overlaid, so I had like a big corner in the middle of it. I can do that again for next stream. That's not a big problem, but I appreciate the input, so I've got something to work with. You know me, guys, I always want input. Something's going to be better for you guys to watch. Let's fucking do it. I'd do it right now, but I'd give all you guys mad vertigo moving the screens around. I don't think I even touched the water with that. Oh, there we go. That looked really boring, in my opinion. Super boring. It's already broken. Tell me why. Yeah, camera's gone down again. Cool beans. Cool. Alright. So your camera shit itself again. My apologies, guys. So we'll just finish it up there. I just put the tip on the multi-melter, which looks really quite bare. So I'll think about what I want to do and have a look at some photos and see if we can't make that look a bit nicer. But yeah, I don't think it's a massive improvement on what we had to start with, but I think it's just a little bit. I might do some on my own off stream and just see how it goes. So let's change these, shall we? Alright. Alright, that's done. Okay, guys, thank you for stopping by for the fun but all but brief stream this evening. I am going to continue with this gun on my own this evening, just for a little bit longer, and try to just see what I like. Try to make it a bit more stand out-ish, because it's right in the front of the character, so you want it to look a bit better. So But, you know, on the whole, not a terrible evening. The camera did time out, so that is where we're at. See what I can do with these to make them look a bit more brilliant. Otherwise, you guys rock. Thank you very much for joining me. I will be back sometime. You know, we'll just keep them as I feel them. You know, if I want to do it, I'll jump on. You'll see the alerts go up on my Discord. They'll be up on X, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys around. If you guys want to play some games, let me know. Send me some messages. Otherwise, take care. Love you all. Bye bye.